Instead, let's take a passion to the sheets and just go crazy. You can be as wild as you want that night. You ain't gotta be a lady.
Here it is, baby. This is episode 4 of the Sexual Intellectual Podcast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Episode 4. And we are going to waste no time today. So, we're going to start off with a topic that I see some people may have forgotten. A lot of times when I see articles and when I see videos online about foreplay and arousal and people turning on their partner, people seem to forget that these things can happen in a non-sexual way. What does that mean? What I'm saying is that there are ways to turn on your partner without doing anything physically to them. And it's not that difficult. It comes by knowing what your partner is into. You can talk about several different things or do different things that would turn your partner on. Perhaps there's a certain way you lick your lips. I and LL Cool J, I'm not fly with it. But that could be one thing. It could be a specific thing you wear. Could also be maybe a specific scent, right? Maybe you spray a certain thing. Now when your partner gets a whiff, oh shit, come here, babe. Okay? Sapiosexuals like myself are often turned on by non-sexual things. Those are topics, those are things that have nothing to do with sex. You could be breaking down chemistry to me. And if you're doing it in a way that I'm like, man, you really know your shit. You're so intelligent. This is a turn on. It'll work. And I'll be ready to go. Hey, you know what? Keep talking. Let me just do some things to you while you keep talking about all this chemistry. You mix what? Oh, word. That's how you get soap. Oh, that's crazy. If you mix what, it becomes napalm. Oh, you're wild. For some people, that's a turn on. It could be a number of things. I'm just giving y'all a couple of quick examples. But there are many different things that are not sexual that can turn your partner on. Learn your partner and learn those things. It doesn't have to be your tongue or your genitals or your hands. There are a ton of non-sexual things that turn people on. Learn them. Talk to your partner. Hey, what turns you on? All right, but what turns you on outside the bedroom? Word? Oranges? That's crazy. I don't know. Talk to your partner and find out. But everyone has non-sexual things that turn them on. It could be anything. Maybe a specific candle scent. I mean, I could do this all day, but I won't. Go talk to your partner or partners and find out what are some of the non-sexual things that they enjoy. Find out what are some of the non-sexual things that arouse them, turn them on, get their juices flowing. All right, so I usually don't wear my specs on the pod, but since I did the video speaking about inflation, there are a couple things that have happened that made me feel like I needed to discuss inflation itself on the pod. So we're skipping the politics as usual segment to kind of have a deeper dive on what I said a few weeks ago. A week ago? A week ago. So I'm going to read a little bit about inflation from a book I have on my Kindle. That's not an ad. Just so that way you guys can, it may make a little more sense with what's going on, what they're saying is going on, and I'll dive into that. So this is going to be a little bit of a deep dive. So, according to a business book I'm reading, which I will not disclose what the business book is, here are some things it says about inflation. It says, The situation in which the average of all prices of goods and services is rising is called inflation. Inflation's higher prices reduce purchasing power, which is the value of what money can buy. So inflation goes up. The value of our money comes down, which means we can buy less. Back to the definitions here. It says purchasing power is a function of two things: inflation and income. Inflation and income. Inflation and income are directly correlated. I hope that people are grasping that part. Let's move on. It says here, if incomes rise at the same rate as inflation, at the same damn time, if incomes rise at the same rate as inflation, there is no change in purchasing power. So if inflation goes up and the incomes go up simultaneously, then everything remains the same. You still have the same amount of power. You're still able to purchase the same things because they cost more, but you're making more. Let's continue. If prices go up, but income doesn't rise, or rises at a slower rate, a given amount of income buys less and purchasing power falls. They give examples. I'm going to give my own example and then we'll go back in. So let's say a gallon of milk is $5 today. I don't know the price. I don't even drink cow's milk. But let's just say that a gallon of milk is $5 today. If a gallon of milk costs $5, inflation can bring it as high as $10. Let's just say inflation makes the price double. If you also get double pay, if your income is rising at the same rate, so if inflation goes up, I'm ODing 50%, but your income also increases by 50%, the gallon of milk doesn't matter because you have the same amount of quote unquote purchasing power because the value of things are pretty much even. But if inflation goes up 50% and your income stays the same, you have less purchasing power. You have a lower ability to buy things. Why? Because you have less money available. I hope y'all got me. If you didn't, go in the comments and I'll gladly try to break some better examples down. Let's get back to the nitty gritty. It says, typically, however, inflation rises faster. I'm going to go slow because this is a powerful sentence right here. Typically, however, inflation rises faster than incomes, leading to a decrease in purchasing power. One more time for the people in the back. Typically, however, inflation rises faster than incomes, leading to a decrease in purchasing power. Close the case. Literally. Specs back off. All right, listen. So what that means is usually inflation is going up faster than incomes, which means you are able to purchase less items for the same amount of money. Grandma say a gallon of milk used to cost a nickel. Maybe that's true, but we'll never see it because inflation keeps rising. Inflation keeps going up. So now let's reel it back. Oh, let's bring it back. I said that before the situation in the Ukraine, inflation was already up. It was up. I said somewhere between 7.5 and 8%. But check this out though. If you're watching the video, what I just put on the screen, you saw for yourself. But if you're audio only, I'm going to tell you what I just put on the screen. A picture of the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal said a couple days ago that inflation is the highest it's been in 40 years. 40 years. I had to lean in on that one. 40 years. And what's the number, y'all? 7.9%. That boy's good. 7.9%. Do y'all understand? Inflation is going up. Did you get a raise? No. Did I get a raise? No. So what's happening? Our purchasing power is decreasing. We're able to buy fewer goods and services for our same amount of money. The currency, that dollar in your pocket, is able to buy less because inflation continues to go up. Now, I told y'all this was already happening prior to the situation in the Ukraine. They have been trying to flip it. They have publicly, I couldn't say it. They've been publicly saying that it has to do directly with the Ukraine and Russia and oil and all that shit. Come on, man. I can't say Ed Lover shit, but y'all know what it is. And if you don't, go back a couple weeks, because first I said I was worried they might do it. Then I said, hey, pay attention. They trying to fool y'all. Now they're pushing that narrative. Push. Gas prices is crazy. And what they saying? It got to do with that thing. Play Lauryn Hill. That thing. Y'all know. That's what they saying. I just wanted to give y'all the facts. Let y'all know what is what. So y'all could understand that this is all politics as usual. That's it. That is all it is, y'all. I'm going to leave that right there. Y'all know what time it is now. Time to talk about what was ruined during C19. And I'm going to tell you what was ruined for most of us, because some of y'all didn't give a good goddamn. Some of y'all was doing it anyway. But for most of us, it ruined the cookout, y'all. We couldn't have a cookout, a reunion, none of that. No potato salad for you or me. You ruined it, C19. Couldn't go to the Fly summer cookouts and hear the Fly music playing. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all did though. Some of y'all was outside. But largely we were not. C19 ruined it. Couldn't have the cookouts. Couldn't have the Wild Fly reunions. Nope. Had to stay home and just chill out. Wipe down your groceries. Y'all remember. Wasn't that long ago. But we couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't call up the cousins and the aunt and all the people with the Fly recipes and hook up the grill in the backyard, get the big speakers, call your cousin who the DJ, hey, chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? You got one of these on. I'm saying, look something like he doing this thing, playing all your favorites. Nope. No more of that. You know why? You ruined it. That's why. It's over. No more cookout for us. Summer's coming back around. Let's see what happens. So far, it's looking good. Looking like it could happen. But thus far, it has not. They was on hold. Pause. Couldn't chill out because they was on chill. C19 had it on ice. So let's see. And you know what? Let's talk about it. If you was one of the people at the cookout anyway, if y'all was able to get the reunion popping, let us know. Throw it in the comments. It passed. We ain't gonna get no problems now. But just let us know. Was you at the cookout? How'd y'all do it? If you did do it, how did you do it? What was the secret sauce? You know what I'm saying? How y'all did it? How y'all made it happen? How y'all got it together? Put me on. So last week I told y'all that Instagram's close friends feature will be getting an upgrade very soon. So it was announced that they will be a subscription. Excuse me. It was announced that you will be able to turn your close friends group into a subscription based platform, service, situation, whatever term y'all prefer. So this is what's going on. There will now, or not now, but soon there will be a feature where you can charge people to see what's in your close friends. I think it's really interesting because Instagram will now be flirting with the OnlyFans Patreon subscription based service. And that's cool, but Instagram has a lot of rules. You can't show a lot of different things without being flagged. And I wonder, is this going to be the same for this upcoming feature? Because quite honestly, if I'm paying to see whatever is in this close friends group, I think that it should be raw and uncut. I think it should be whatever the person posts. Whether I'm paying $1 or $100, I think that it should be whatever the person posts. There should be no restrictions. They should be able to do whatever they want to do. I'm curious, how are things going to change? Because currently the close friends group only works for stories. And as you know, stories are only 14 seconds? Not so fly. Especially if we're talking OnlyFans-esque content, if we're talking adult content. So I'm very curious how this is going to work. I'm curious, are they going to leave it at 14 seconds? Will people be able to post whatever they want? Or is it going to be under the same restrictions and guidelines that Instagram currently has? Because then it may not be worth it. It would be kind of like a Snapchat, but a PG-13 version. Snapchat, people have premium Snapchats. It's basically the same thing. And you would be restricting the premium Snapchat to like a PG-13 situation. Like you can see some of the, you know what I'm saying, but not no nip slips, or it got to come down. And also 14 seconds is not a lot of time. Also, will you be able to save the video? Can the person send you the video? I don't know, but I'm very curious to see how it's going to work. So this is the next level. This is the soon to come upgrade with close friends. The close friends group will be able to do these things. Whoever's in them will pay the fee. I don't know what the fee will be. I also don't know, will Instagram be taking a cut? I assume that they will. I can't see how Meta would allow us to get the entire amount of money from the close friends group. Even uh, OnlyFans takes a cut. Patreon takes a cut. I don't know what Snapchat does. I haven't been on Snapchat in eons, so I don't know what happens over there. But also, does that mean there's a tip jar? Because a lot of these platforms that allow these kind of things, they allow tips to be given on the platform. So I'm really, really curious how Instagram is going to do this. But that's the upgrade. That's what's coming very soon. I'm going to keep looking into it, and I'll keep y'all posted on what is what. So that's it for today. And if you want to see more of the things that we talk about, more of the things that I'm into, check us out on the gram, on the TikTok, all that. And I'm up there as Cherry Eggplants. Also, if you have a topic that you would like us to cover, whether it is sexual, whether it is politics, or whether it is social, let me know. And perhaps I will consider it. In the meantime, in between time, I'll be working on this stuff. I see y'all next week.